We are taking around 20,000 breaths per day. And do we think actually where all the oxygen is coming from? Did you know that 50 to 80% of the oxygen is coming from the oceans? Many people indeed think that most oxygen is coming from trees, from plants, from grassland, and so on. But according to scientists, it's not true. Oxygen makes up 21% of the Earth's atmosphere. The most oxygen comes from marine photosynthesis, like phytoplankton and seaweed. But the most actually comes from a bacteria called Prochlorococcus. This small bacteria makes up to 20% of the oxygen in the whole atmosphere of our Earth. And it is much more from all the rainforests combined. So now you might, or you may find this fact just interesting, but actually it's very important for our survival on this planet. I would like to continue on Vanmosanghe Khatro's talk on Water is Life from August 16 or so. She reflected upon the preciousness of water for our human survival. We need water to drink, we need water to eat, to produce and to have factories, to work, to produce food and other items we need to survive. And I like to add that we need oceans, lakes, rivers that are healthy and carry a variety of animals, sea life and plankton, seaweed and so on, because all of it contributes to a magnificent amount of oxygen in our atmosphere. Vanmosanghe Khatro also pointed out that the lack of water or having polluted water is a result of our negative actions, such as killing, stealing, idle talk, and wrong views. And I would add, if you consider the interdependence of our oceans and lakes, rivers, trees, grasslands, and all life under Earth, in the oceans, on the Earth, in the air, then our actions may also affect the quality of our air, the oxygen level in our air. So if we pollute and overfish the oceans and take the rich plankton out, the world will actually be affected by it quite a bit. So killing ocean life, animals harvesting huge amounts of seaweed, plankton and such, will have a tremendous effect on the water quality and on the oxygen level we breathe. The wrong view, thinking that there's a permanent self, a permanent other, like the ocean, the river, the chicken, the hen, and so on, can lead to disastrous behaviors such as killing. But we can overcome this separation of self and other through the practice of Dharma. We can overcome self-cherishing through that is contributing to our ignorance and the suffering that follows. And we should not wait till our very resources are diminished. Yeah, and one way to increase our awareness is through an understanding of interdependence and to enhance our compassion, of course, and to contribute then to a world that is in better condition for us to thrive in through meditation. And for some people actually in this world, it may sound ridiculous that we can fight climate change or the change of our environment through meditation. But meditation is actually tremendously effective. It's not giving like cleaning riverbanks or avoiding killing, but it's providing us with a mental state that is ready to give. It's an amazing preparation for the practice of generosity, for an understanding of, a heartfelt understanding of our interdependence. So therefore, I would like to invite us today to do a short meditation and consideration of this earth where we are living in and all the animals and insects and plankton and trees and seaweed and all of that, to connect us, to bring this deep awareness that each breath we are breathing in and out is deeply connected with our surrounding world. Some weeks ago, I had the opportunity to attend a short event via One Earth Sangha with Shekila Shungyapa. She's the daughter of a Buddhist teacher. Her name is Sunma Dechen Sangmo. And she's also the director of Healthy Minds of the University of Wisconsin Madison. And I would like to pass on to you a meditation that she shared with us. Yeah, if you could close your eyes, straighten your back, and notice the feet under your earth, on the earth. And be aware of the earth you are sitting on. And now let's take 3 deep breaths into our lower stomach. And when breathing in, follow your breath through the different parts of your body. And try to stay with your breath. Follow your entering breath through your nostrils, your mouth, and your stomach. The oxygen we breathe in comes from the trees, the plants, the seaweed, and especially the brook Lorococos in the oceans and rivers. And the exhale breath releases carbon dioxide that nourishes them in return. Stay with this awareness of deep connection on a physical level with your immediate natural environment and also with your extended environment. The forest on this continent, for example. The lakes, the rivers, and the surrounding oceans. Imagine that the trees, the plankton in the oceans absorb your carbon dioxide you exhale and how you're inhaling the oxygen they release. And we are not alone. Also, animals, insects exhale carbon dioxide and inhale oxygen. So everything is breathing. The trees, the plants, the plankton, and the brook Lorococos in the oceans, lakes and rivers. We are part of a huge ecosystem. We breathe in and out with an awareness of the interdependent system of our environment and ourselves. Maybe you feel some gratitude, or maybe another feeling such as grief and sadness arises as you're aware of what is happening in the environment, as you're aware of the total dependency, even with each and every breath we are taking. Stay connected with your heart and have compassion for all the suffering you may go through and others as well. Don't let yourself be carried away by emotions, too many thoughts. Ground yourself by feeling the feet on the ground. We are carried by this body called Earth. Since it's supposed to be just a short BBC, not a long meditation, but I really recommend, as somebody who's practicing the Dharma, as somebody who's working for the environment, everybody in the world who's actually deeply interdependent with all what lives and doesn't live, to do a meditation that is regarding the elements and all the life that is living here with us together. So we are not alone, every action counts, and meditation is not good for nothing. So we can rejuvenate ourselves when we feel distressed by what is happening in the world, and we can connect, we can even attain Buddhahood. And then we will be of greatest benefit and really know what we can do to help others and the environment.